Well, if I'm doing 6 to 8 installs a week, you got to figure after commission, my profit on a job is going to be anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 per job. So, that's anywhere from 18 to 24,000 a week in profit.
Right.
$1,000 a month.
And is a vast majority of the jobs you're doing per month coming from my system?
All of them are.
All of them are.
Sure.
Awesome. So tell me about what your business is and what you do.
Well, I own a roofing company.
You do? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I own a roofing company, Tampa, Florida. Do both insurance restoration and retail roofing.
And it's just roofing, no other exterior work or anything?
Yeah, no, it's just roofing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was going on with the company prior to our meeting?
Well, we got, where the whole country got in shutdown status because of the virus. So I had to shut down all of my canvassers. I have salespeople that would go door to door, canvass neighborhoods, that type of thing. So I had to shut them down. So I was looking for an alternative way to get leads. Although we're a necessity business, that's only if you actually have a job to do the business. So without salespeople out there, we didn't keep the pipeline going.
And what kind of things did you explore when you realized you needed another way to get leads?
I don't even think I can specifically say other things that I was going to explore. I was in my head trying to think of what I could do. Then then I saw your email, actually. It was either an email or I searched out and found you. I can't remember, but I just remember it popped out in my head. So then when I saw yours, that gave me the idea to look into Facebook and Instagram, and I called you and a couple other companies. I called you last, actually.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was running Facebook. I still am running Facebook ads for my business. You probably saw that, or on Instagram, and then filled out a form or something.
Yeah, that could have been. Yep.
Yeah. And then we talked, and do you remember what we talked about on that first call? Probably exactly what we're talking about now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I spoke with the other companies first, and they were the traditional companies that wanted you to sign a contract. They wanted X amount of dollars a month. They wanted a commitment from you where, they promise you the world. And I've been in business for 30 years, so I'm used to those people. You give them a bunch of money and then you have no results at the end of the month. And then it's just like, the go-to phrase for them is, yeah, but you have to run it again for another month or two so they can see it before. And it's just a way to keep getting money from you with no return on investment. I remember talking to you, and you were just very forthright. You had said, why don't we do this? I'll just give you 5 leads, run them, see how you like it. If you like it, hire me. And I'm like, wow, somebody is actually putting their money where their mouth is. I respect that. And I respected it as much so that I had said to you, well, if this is going to run as good as I think it's going to run, then instead of giving you your fee once a month, why don't I give you a kickback on the back end, which would be much more money? It was funny because you could feel your wheels turning when I said that. You could see your wheels turning when I said that, but then the next day you just says, no, I feel more comfortable just keeping it like it is and everything like that. And I'm like, wow, again, more character, more integrity there. And then I think I even said to you 3 days later, because I got crushed with leads, and I even said to you, I'm like, you kind of missed out on this one.
Yeah, I kind of missed the boat on that. Could have made a lot more money.
Right, but you said, no, you're happy making the money that you're making. So that just kind of locked me in with you. It just told me that your integrity's there and your character is there, and somebody that I want to build a business relationship with.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for that, for telling me that. So you started getting leads right away, and then what kind of happened in your company?
Well, the 5 leads, I think, would you turn on the campaign like 48 hours after we said, yeah, go ahead, start the campaign. And then that day that you turned it on, I had the 5 leads, remember?
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the fastest that they've ever come in, actually.
Yeah, I think I got 10.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
So the first 4 out of the 5 of them. So
So I was doing 5 leads, and then I would kind of make my offer to the client, and then I was doing that for a little while, and then you got the leads so quickly that I said, you know what, I'm just going to give people a week as a trial.
There's no need it. You could have kept it at 5.
Yeah.
Once you're at 5, you see the value, and it's like, why pause anymore? I think that if, in my opinion, someone that's serious about the marketing and serious about wanting to scale this thing, once you have 5 and you run the 5, especially if you're the owner and you run the 5, so you can really get a true baseline. Anybody that wants a whole week, I think they're just trying to milk you for stuff. Truly,
Yeah.
I mean, 5 leads tell the story.
Well, yeah, I think that's generally true. I think that, I work with all different types of roofing companies. I work with the one-man shows that are just trying to get off the ground, and also multi-million-dollar roofing companies. And what I've seen is that with the smaller guys, the one-man shows who maybe have a crew and they're just looking to get some more work and everything, they need that week to close so that they can bankroll the month. Even though it's not even that much money, but they need those leads to close, and maybe it's the coronavirus, or maybe it's just how it is, but I think there's a few extra days now as a lead time between when you get in front of a customer and when they actually sign on the dotted line and give you a check or a deposit. At least, do you?
I haven't skipped a beat.
Well, maybe you have some sort of methods that are very effective at actually getting things closed. Do you want to speak on that at all?
Well, again, I've been in sales and marketing for 30 plus years, so I know the angle and I know how to run it, and I know how to run the leads effectively.
What do you do when you get a lead? What's the first thing you do? Call them. I write them a letter with a feather pen.
Yeah, I mean, but time kills all deals with these kind of leads. Like I told you at the beginning, I had to turn you down because I couldn't keep up with the leads that were coming in, which was a good problem to have. But it was a bad problem as far as trying to figure out a baseline on how I could maximize the contact rate. So since then, I've hired somebody that's all they do is call the leads. So they're just focused on getting in touch with these leads. So it has brought the contact rate when I was overloaded was about a 50% contact rate. Right now, my contact rate is probably 60-70% because we can call them right away.
So you're saying when we first started, the leads were coming in at such a fast pace that you were unable to call them back quickly enough, and you were falling behind with contacting the leads that you were getting from my system. I
was, and we were only at what, $50 a day?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a small dollar amount. I turned you down. No, I didn't. I turned that one down to 25 and then opened up insurance at 25.
Right.
So, but that was the retail one too. And it's crazy how the retail one is performing better than the insurance one right now. That's crazy. It's not a huge difference, but that I could see it.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think the insurance leads are a few bucks more per lead. So because of that, they come in at a little bit of a slower pace.
Right. But the conversion of them is like 90%.
For the insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough sell not to make to a homeowner, that you can basically get your roof for free.
Yeah. You have to be one and sell your way out of a paper bag.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So when you did finally move forward with me after you figured out how to manage all of the leads coming in, what happened next?
We just created a game plan. I think we were feeling one another out. You wanted to get to know what my end game was. I was kind of feeling you out to know what your abilities were, or lack of abilities, either one. And you and I are just trying to come up with different ways to maximize the thing. I don't look at this as I hired you as my marketing guy for Facebook and Instagram. I think of this more as a partnership. So I can share with you what's working for me out in the field that maybe you can share it with your customers that would help them, which is going to ultimately help you as well.
Yeah, that's really true. I mean, I definitely have a fair amount of clients that would benefit from hearing and learning from more established businesses, you know, how they got to where they are and what sort of tricks they have up their sleeve to make things more efficient out in the field and things like that. So,
Right.
you know, I definitely learn from people like you all the time. Where's the business going? Where's the business now, as compared to where it was a year or two ago?
It's the same, but it's the same, but in a different context. So, because now that I'm turning it up, though, I'm going to be doing more business now. So before I hired you, my advertising marketing costs were they're probably between 10 to 15 grand a month is what I was paying. Right now, I'm at what, 5 grand, I think. If you think of the Facebook charges and your charge, I think maybe I'm at $4,000 or $5,000.
Yeah, definitely under 5.
Yeah, so I cut it by 10 grand. So I increased my profitability per job,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I was doing 500 yard signs a week, right? And those were coming in at $3.20 a yard sign.
Mm-hmm.
I was paying 2 guys $1,000 a week to put them out, paying them a override on everything that was getting sold. So it was an effective campaign, and it was reliable and it was scalable. Not as scalable as yours is. Yours is just awesome. I mean, I just tell you, yeah, increase it by another $25. Let's double the leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No brainer. I don't have to manage guys to put signs out. I don't have to order printing. I don't have to do any of that. I love it. It's a new world for me because I'm old school sales. So this whole Facebook and Instagram thing was new to me. So if I knew how powerful the platform was for my industry, I would have gotten involved with this a long time ago. And we
Interesting.
probably spending 500 a day.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
maybe we will one day.
Oh, we will be.
Yeah. What are the plans for the company moving forward? I mean, what are the goals?
The goals is to get to 20 installs a week.
What are you at now?
Right now, I'm averaging about eight installs a week.
Okay. So you're averaging more than 1 roof replacement a day.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, and your average roofer is probably going to be, here in Florida, I would think your average roofer is probably between 10 to 12 installs a month.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I'm between 6 to 8 a week, you know, so it's giving me almost 30 installs a month, but I want to be at 80 installs a month.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So right now, if I double down on the Facebook right now, that should push me to the 15 is the plan. So once I get to the 15, and I know you can't go from 0 to 100 miles an hour overnight. You have to slowly bring it up so you can, as the volume grows, you can support that volume that's growing. I have the crews that will support the installs, but I need to make sure that my infrastructure is there to support all the administrative aspects of that volume as well. So I need to, my baseline that I have now, I need to see where their breaking point is. You know, maybe it's 12 installs a week, and then I see things falling through the cracks. That tells me I need to hire somebody else, and it tells me where my baseline is. And it's just like with you, I would have increased it earlier, but I wanted to find out where my baseline is. I wanted to find out from what the lead to contact percentage was going to be, the contact to appointment, and then the appointment to show rate, and then the show rate to sale rate. I wanted to find out all of these rates before I went forward, so it gave me a good baseline that I could manage. And I don't think a lot of people, I don't even think a lot of people dive into that, but those numbers tell you the story.
Yeah.
You know?
And so they're actually pretty simple to figure out.
Oh, that's crazy simple to figure out. Yeah, no, it's 2 + 2. Yeah, it's stuff. But
so you're just looking at the spreadsheet that all the leads automatically get uploaded into, and you're just kind of doing the math there?
No, I built another spreadsheet that will give me my breakdowns.
Okay.
As well. Plus, I have it all in my CRM that will show me everything. That'll show me, you know, what my appointments to sale rate is and stuff like that. So.
Do you know exactly what your ROI is on the leads that you're getting from my system alone, separated out from any other business you're doing?
Well, if I'm doing 6 to 8 installs a week, you got to figure after commission, my profit on a job is going to be anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 per job. So, you know, that's anywhere from 18 to 24,000 a week in profit.
Right.
$1,000 a month.
And is a vast majority of the jobs you're doing per month coming from my system?
All of them are.
All of them are.
Well, you know, except for your referrals, which are one-off, two-offs, but the majority is all your system. Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. When you get a new job and you're working on the house and installing the roof, do you knock on doors nearby to sort of do the whole, hey, I'm working on your neighbor's house kind of thing? I just want to introduce myself.
We will be. It's called, in sales, it's called clover leafing. Your clover leaf around your appointment.
Yeah.
And we will be, but we haven't been because of the virus.
Okay. So is that not even, is it like sort of socially unacceptable to do that right now? Or is it not even, will they just, you know, hold a gun to your head and be like, will you please stop knocking on doors?
No, I think we could get away with it. And I think we could sell some jobs doing that, but I don't think it's the right thing to do right now.
Okay.
You know, not just because you can do something and make money doesn't mean it's the morally right thing to do right now. A lot of people are kind of freaked out, and I don't want it. You know,
you think it would make people uncomfortable?
It could. The potential there to make them uncomfortable, and our whole process is to make the homeowner comfortable throughout the whole process. So I'm not starting on the right track there, you know?
Right.
Yeah, but we're going to implement it pretty shortly. Because once we get into the next phase, then we'll start implementing it. We're creating some door knockers, some door hangers that we can customize it just for the clover leafing aspect, saying we just put on your neighbor, Mr. Brown's house. We would love to be able to help you. We got their roof done at X, you know, yada, yada. Well, we know you need a new roof. Just pitch them that way, but do it non-intrusively through a door hanger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the biggest pain point that you experience from a homeowner's standpoint? Like what sort of things do homeowners that you come in contact with from these leads express to you as what they're most concerned about?
Money, affordability. Money. Yeah, it's the affordability. If it's the insurance, then it's their deductible. Here in Florida, the average deductible is probably $2,500. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but $2,500 today, when they don't know where their next paycheck's coming from, is a good amount of money. Yeah, so it would be money.
So we'll come back to insurance in a minute, but for the retail leads where they're paying for the roof instead of the insurance company paying for it, if money is their biggest concern, how do you not come in as the cheapest one as the cheapest roofing company that they've met with and gotten an estimate from and still close that deal?
Well, I'm unique because I'm part of our government approved program. So these homes are already approved for a new roof, and they can get a new roof on, and they don't start paying the program until November of 2021. And then they give them 20 years to pay the thing back, and it's only a 3.99% interest. So when I come up against Jose and his brother that are trying to pitch it without insurance, it's a no-brainer. You know, they're like, you came in $3,000-$4,000 higher than this guy. And I'm like, okay, then use them. I don't know what to tell you. I said, but they're probably not part of the program that I am. Yeah, they're not. I says, no, because not everybody can sign up for this. And you have to have workers' comp. You have to be a real company to do this. Yeah, right. You know, that, and I can say, and when you hire Jose and his brother to put your Owens Corning roof on, you're going to get a 30-year warranty. I'm going to give you on that same roof a 50-year warranty and a 10-year manufactured back no leak workmanship warranty because I'm a preferred contractor of Owens Corning.
Right.
So compare apples to apples.
So just to distill that into a easy soundbite, it's basically that you can close a deal even if you come in at a higher price because you can communicate to them that they're going to get more value with you
Yeah. You're
Uh,
selling, you're not selling a roof is a roof. There's, only two ways to put it on, the right way or the wrong way, So when you go to these appointments, you're selling yourself to them, that you're there to help them. And they'll see the value in that. There's a lot of people that will they're weak, so they just drop the price on it. But when homeowners and sales are talking price, they're not so much arguing about your price as much as they are, what you're higher than the other guy. What value do you bring to the table?
mm-hmm.
And I had one homeowner on one of our video testimonials. She even said it. She said, they didn't come in the cheapest. They weren't the highest, but we went with him because he shot us straight and he was truly concerned about what our needs were. And we wanted to do something, and he could have taken our money, but he just said, there's no need for you to spend that money. I'd rather see you do this and get a better quality system, So at the end of the day, that's what sold the job. It wasn't the money.
Do you give the estimate, or do you give them the quote right then and there when you're meeting with them? Or do you go back to your office, draw it up, and then email it out?
No, I sell it when I'm there. They're signing, picking their colors.
While you're there on the first meeting?
Yeah, they'll say, well, can you give me an estimate? I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't do estimates. I do roofs.
Uh-huh. So what does that mean?
I'm not going to play the bidding war game.
Uh-huh.
Either you see the value or you don't. I'm not going to play around with it. I'll give them a price, and then I'll give them my cell phone, and I'll say, just give me a call or text me when you're serious about going forward. I said, and this is my price, but if you really liked me and you like what I have to offer, and other people come back, tell me the price line that you're looking at, and if I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, I can't. I said, it's called indifference.
Uh-huh.
You sell it with indifference. You have to be willing to walk away from a sale in order to get the sale.
Yeah.
I don't care if $10 or $10 million. The philosophy is the same.
Yeah. Yep. So you're at the appointment, you're looking at their roof, you're talking to them about what they are looking to get done. You can come up with the price in your head based on the measurements and whatever.
Well, yeah, it's all a calculation. I mean, we do everything via satellite,
Mm-hmm.
or literally what you can do is if a roof is what they call a 612 pitch, you can go to the property appraiser's site, take the flat square footage of the property and just multiply it by 1.475, and it will give you your square count with a 10% waste. It's truly, you don't need to get on the roof to measure it.
Interesting. And then you just know what your price per square is.
Yep.
And then you just do the math.
Yep.
You tell them that's how much it's going to cost.
Yep.
You try to get them to agree to it before you leave.
No, I don't try to. I close it when I'm there.
Well, right. Yeah. But what you were saying before is if they don't say, okay, I want to go with you, you'll be like, all right, well, here's my number. Call me when you are serious about getting a roof. And if you want to let me know also what other estimates you're getting and what your price point is that you're comfortable with, then we can I can figure out if I can help you or not.
Yeah, you try to change the role, not as a sales rep, but you change the role as a consultant. Because as a salesman, you have walls to break down. As a consultant, they'll open up their books to you. So when I go there, I'll just say the last line I say to them, and I'm not saying this for the sale, I'm saying this truly because I want to help them. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the biggest difference. You can't fake wanting to help somebody. You can't fake it. They'll read right through it. So I'll just tell them, I'll just say, listen, this is a super foreign thing for you to do. It's what we do every day. So whether you go with me or you don't, if you have a question based on what somebody has told you, feel free to call me. Whether you go with me or not, I'll help you out.
I do the same thing with my business, actually. That's so funny that you say that. I mean, and I tell my roofing clients the same thing in terms of, letting them know that they should really, they should never hire a salesperson. They should hire another roofing expert consultant that they can send out to really try to help as many people as possible get a roof for their home. And they're consultants, in the sense that they know what, they know all about roofing and what would be best for a home, but also consultants from a financial standpoint. So they know how to get someone what they need for the best sort of financial situation.
Yeah, perfect example. I got a homeowner the other day approved on insurance, but they had a $3,000 deductible and he didn't have 3 grand. So I told him about the government approved program, that I could put the 3,000 on the program. It would only cost him $19 a month to pay that off. And then I said to him, I says, well, let me ask you a question. Do you have any high interest credit cards that you have? And she says, yeah. And I says, what's your balance on the credit card? She goes, about $9,000. So I said, all right, well, you're going to be getting about $10,000 from the insurance company right now. Why don't we put the whole program, the whole roof on the program at 3.99%? So you fixed in at the 4%. And then when you get the insurance money in, pay off your high interest credit card. You know, so now you gain something at 4% versus 18%. If I was a sales rep, I wouldn't say that. I would just go for the deal, and I want the deal and I want to be done. But there's such a unique opportunity for them to take advantage of lowering their interest rate and saving money. Why not offer this to them?
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's just a unique situation that it allows me to have creativity with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I bet roofers all over the country wish there was a government approved program like this in their state.
I know, it's only in California, Florida, and Missouri right now. And Missouri, I believe, is only for commercial properties, not residential properties yet.
Is it called the same thing? Is it the PACE program?
Yep.
Wow. Well, I don't want to take too much more of your time. I know you're moving and it's Sunday and all that, but if you could tell roofing contractors in other parts of the country one thing, what would it be? Wow, regarding how to approach their marketing.
I guess the one thing that the best way I could say the one thing would be is you sign up with Mike and you're getting leads through and you're not getting the conversion that you were hoping to get, or any of the conversion, whether it be the lead to contact or the appointment to show or the show to the sale, anything that you're not happy with, or you're not even aware if that is a good number for you or not, or where you should strive to be, for sure, give Mike a call. He can give you my number. I just ask that you text me first, and I'll be more than happy to help you and work with you.
That's a really great offer.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You'll probably be a roofing consultant, like a roofing company consultant at some point, touring the country, giving talks.
Well, I used to travel the country doing sales presentations, sales market, training and everything like that. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it. I'm a Christian. It's the Christian thing to do. You give back. So
beautiful.
That's why.
Well, again, thank you so much for your time, Neil. It was great to talk to you face to face finally. I know we've sent each other roofing videos, but this is better.
Well, and then, and anybody that signs up with you definitely needs to listen to you as far as the videos go, the whole 9 yards, because it takes me very little time to get these video testimonials going. And I know I've closed 3 roofs because they've seen the videos.
Yeah.
And they said, because everybody researches everybody. And they're like, no, I saw your videos and I really liked it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I get clients. And I would say you're one of the only roofing contractors that I have that's actually doing these video testimonials with their clients. Hopefully this will get people to do them themselves, but it's not easy. It's not easy to do it when you don't know what to do. You can sort of edit some things here and there yourself. But
I did. Good advice. I bought that video editing software. It's called Movavi, Movavi. It was $90 for a lifetime subscription to the software and free updates, the whole 9 yards. I don't know video editing, but everything, I just YouTubed it. And in a weekend, I figured it out and I created a template now. So all of them look the same. I timed it the other day for my next testimonial, and it literally took me 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Because I have it, So now it's just super easy and fast. As far as the video testimony with the homeowner, it is a perfect opportunity to build even a stronger relationship with them to get referrals. Because it's that last interaction with them, and it's a great interaction that you have with them at the end. And you truly get to know how happy or dissatisfied they are. so you can put out a potential fire that otherwise you wouldn't have known would have been there.
Yeah, asking for feedback is huge. When the feedback is positive, it kind of forces, so to speak, the client of yours to go over in their own head and then verbalize what they're happy about, which can really remind them how good of an experience they had. And then if, God forbid, something wasn't perfect, you can know about it, fix it. And those are the instances, along with delighting someone 100%, where you can gain a customer for life.
Yeah, I mean, I want that on the video testimonial. I did one of them where this was my second house that I did for him. And on the first house, the crew dropped something off the roof and broke his glass house. So he had on the video, and I welcomed it. I said, absolutely, I do remember that. I said, but let me ask you a question, because I can't really remember. I said, how long did it take us to fix that? He goes, oh, it was fixed the next morning. I said, yeah. So in construction, it's not a matter of if something's going to happen. Something inevitably might always happen, but it's how fast do you respond to it? And he goes, no, absolutely. You guys were right on it. So it just keeps it real. I mean, it is what it is. It's real. You don't want these testimonials to sound fake. So I don't even I had one homeowner that asked me, well, can you tell me the questions before you ask them? I'm like, absolutely not. I don't want you to be prompted for this. I want everything to just be raw and real and all that. And that's what makes it good.
Yeah, I completely agree. I do it the same way. Say that again?
I don't even know what questions I'm going to ask them when I go there.
Right. You don't even, this could go horribly. Yeah, right. No, I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, this is a perfect example. We just kind of got on this call and just went through it together.
Yeah, no, and I'm looking forward to us doing the, being able to sit down and go over the whole email and texting aspect of it to try to get the ones that haven't responded and try to, even if we could convert 10% of those, that's going to be a huge win. Yeah, that's like that'll be one of our phase 2/phase 3 things where we build in the whole email marketing aspect of this. Right. Yep. That's awesome. Forward to putting that phase in, because doubling up, so we're going to have a lot of people to start doing that too. So yeah, I kind of caught that. The phone was breaking up a little bit, but the bottom line is you're going to be able to make the leads that you're getting even more efficient by virtue of being able to nurture some that you haven't been able to get in contact with. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Everything has to, with these leads, everything stops and you drop everything and you call these leads. Nothing else is as important as in getting in touch with these leads, if you're serious about wanting to convert them. Yeah. And just as sort of a last thought for anyone who's watching this video that doesn't know, it is important to get in touch with them really quickly, but not for the same reasons that it's important to get in touch with HomeAdvisor leads really quickly, because it's not as though this lead is being sold to you plus 3 or 4 or 10 other contractors. This is your exclusive lead, but they're searching roof. Yeah. They've got their roof on their mind. That they just had their cell phone or computer in front of them. Yep. There were 3 leads that I couldn't get to for 2 days. And it was the 3rd day that I got to them, and their response was, I already went with somebody else. Mm-hmm. It's the perfect example. Time kills all deals. You have to strike when they're responding, it's in their head right then. So call them right then. And that's all it is. But yeah, and it's not because I'm competing against other people with the same lead, but they're searching. If they're internet people and they're searching for a roof, they're searching in other areas and their head is in it right then. You need to call them right away. Yeah. Yep. That's great advice. That's very true. Well, thank you so much, Neil. I really appreciate the time. Absolutely, man. Anytime. We'll talk probably in a couple minutes, but definitely tomorrow. And we'll be pumping up the ad spend tomorrow for the insurance. All right. Appreciate you. All right, Neil. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Take care.